Just saw a battle between the top two doubles teams on the men's side. We get the same treat for the women's side of things. Kovalova and Smith, the top duo. Waters and Waters, the number 2 duo. This is a rivalry that has been made throughout this season in particular, and will only get another chapter today. Waters, Anna Leigh that is, had a chance at the Triple Crown coming into the day, won on mixed doubles, fell in the 5th game of singles, and now will have a chance for her 2nd title of the day alongside her mom, Leigh Waters. And will be interesting to see how she responds after the loss on the singles side. Has played 2 5-game matches already, so how much is left in the tank as well?
Well, at 15, I have a funny feeling she's got plenty in the tank. They did come off a loss in Atlanta against the same opponents here, Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith. We're going to see, I think, a very fired-up Waters team. And if anyone can take down Kovalova and Smith, it's going to be them. We see some similarities in the outfits.
I was about to say, they didn't really help anybody out. Everyone wearing pink.
So Waters on the left side of the screen, Kovalova and Smith on the right side.
We'll do our best to help differentiate for everybody watching at home, but it will be Kovalova to serve to begin. And off we go.
And that ball is out. So a quick side out, and it'll be Anna Leigh Waters serving to Lucy Kovalova.
So Waters and Kovalova played earlier today in the mixed final. And by Waters, I mean Anna Leigh Waters.
Yeah, she has missed her chance at the Triple Crown, but still 2 crowns up for grabs.
Can we call it a double crown for her?
Yeah, yeah.
First point goes to the top team. What is it about this matchup that has been so fun throughout the year? It is a budding rivalry by all accounts around the PPA.
For sure. Well, this particular team of Smith and Kovalova, they're really the only team, bar perhaps Parental and Jansen, that have comparable power to the Waters. So when the hand speed exchanges happen, you really are going to see some fireworks, followed by some very impressive resets.
This mother-daughter duo of Anna Leigh right there, the 15-year-old, her mother Leigh. They have been dominant in the sport, and it's always cool to watch them on court together.
Second serve.
One of the things that has happened, though, and what has cost them the few times they have lost the gold, is trying to find a way for Anna Leigh Waters to be as dominant as she can be from the right-hand side of the court. Typically, the alpha player is on the left-hand side, and obviously I'm talking about 2 right-handed players, but Anna Leigh loves being on the right-hand side. That gives her a great chance to use her big 2-handed backhand in the middle of the court. But the left-hand side, where Leigh Waters, her mother, is typically tends to attract a lot more attention. It makes it tough for Anna Leigh to sometimes get involved and really prove her stuff.
Lucy Kovalova has already had a couple of highlights today and just added to the reel.
Yeah, that particular shot, that caught everyone's surprise. And a quick call of out from Kovalova. In their last meeting in Atlanta, there was some heated exchanges.
3-1-1.
It made for good drama, I'll give it that for sure.
Second serve.
So the fast start for Kovalova and Smith with a 3-1 advantage. We'll see if they can extend with the Kovalova serve.
Yes, ma'am. 3-1-2. Point.
So, extend the lead. And Kovalova now serving
4-1-2.
to Lee Waters. We'll see if they will continue to stack. And a quick timeout.
5-1-2.
Kovalova and Smith in rhythm early. What do the Waters have as a response? Back here at Lifetime Rancho San Clemente for the Select Medical Orange County Cup, all part of the PPA Tour. Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith serving here. It is Kovalova serving to Lee Waters with a 5-1 advantage. Make it a 6-1 advantage in the first.
And Kovalova and Smith have really made it a point to stay very energetic, regardless of if it's their great play or occasionally some unforced errors. And Annalie Waters, she wants to return in kind. She's certainly no one's pushover.
Some more of the power on full display from the 15-year-old. And now her mother Lee will serve.
It's great to see her on the left-hand side. This is an area where she can take over if she is really requested by Mother Waters.
And they've shown a willingness to make adjustments pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It is one thing that you can say about this duo. That is good from Kovalova.
And she will continue to raise that fist.
And playing with a purpose right now.
Oh, yeah. No, she has found some form in the last 3 or 4 months especially that, you know, no one thought she was going to be able to really find it again, but it's impressive to see.
Second serve. 6-1-2.
Both of these teams feed off of their own personal energy.
Point.
Yeah, great hand speed, handling those attacks.
7-1-2. Side out.
And just tagged there by Lee Waters.
Talked about it yesterday, but Lee Waters saying that she still feels like she's got plenty of great pickleball ahead of her and in the dead center prime of her own career.
Yeah, she certainly proved it.
Second
A
serve.
little unlucky there from Annalie.
1-7-2. Side out.
Two-handed backhand sails long.
7-1-1. Second serve.
Some heating exchanges here right at the kitchen line. Kovalova and Smith still just 4 points away, and Kovalova, who couldn't get the job done in the mixed doubles earlier, proving why she is one of the best in the business. Now 8-1.
Yeah, I think Waters has to be a little careful about continuing to attempt to
8-1-2.
keep the team back that are as quick as Kovalova and Smith. And you see Kovalova pushing Smith over to the left-hand side, staying in front of Lee Waters, and with good reason. Just so quick to move laterally around the kitchen line there is Callie Smith.
Point.
Yeah, Kovalova and Smith, they're sensing that the matchup, the heads-up matchup of Lee Waters opposite Callie Smith is a winning formula for them.
That one drops. Stays in there.
Yeah, well, we saw a counter move there. Lee had sent Annalie over to the opposite side to make sure she can get in front of her preferred player, Lucy Kovalova.
That one sails long. This has been one-sided in this first game.
1-10-2.
A bit surprising at that.
Point.
There you go. Especially considering how well these two teams know each other, how much they've played this year alone. You'd expect a very back and forth type of match.
Side out.
Yeah, I mean, they analyze the matches that they play against them, and each and every time they come out here, I'm seeing the tactical changes they're looking to exploit.
Second serve.
So often in the men's, you're kind of watching a whole lot of blunt force trauma.
Sure.
The ladies here, it might look like that given the ball speed that they bring to the table, but mentally, they're trying to work with scalpels.
Side out.
Nice put away from Lee Waters. So the Waters duo doing everything they can to stay in this opening game.
2-10-1. Point.
Well, that helps.
3-10-1. Point.
If nothing else, is going to help them establish some momentum for the second game.
Yeah, that certainly plays a big role.
4-10-1. Second serve. Four, 10-2. Point.
It looks like Smith and Kovalova are unwilling to try to stack and keep a particular player on the opposite side, given how good Lee and Annalie are at driving the ball. They're not wanting to risk getting caught unwinding the stack.
Wow.
That's impressive work to be able to counter that into the open court. Annalie thought she'd done enough there, I'm sure.
Scintillating stuff from Smith and Kovalova. They claim the first game 11-5, off and running in the women's doubles final. Can the #1 seed get it done? Well, they're a third of the way there on Tennis Channel. It's the 2022 Select Medical Orange County Cup, presented by Lifetime San Clemente. In San Clemente, California, the Life Cafe, the Life Spa, everything in between. Beautiful parking lot, beautiful courts, beautiful facility all around for this beautiful tournament. And beautiful pickleball played by Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith, 11-5 in the first. It'll be Annalie Waters to serve to begin the second, and we'll see what kind of adjustments Team Waters makes. That's a good start.
Yeah, certainly helps. I think a lot of it's just going to be coming down to positions. How well they can keep their preferred matchups.
2-0-2.
handled that pace
Oh.
with perfection,
Yeah.
with ease.
There's almost nobody that can close in and cause that much trauma like Annalie Waters. So Kovalova and Smith doing very well to be able to take care of that.
Point.
Annalie Waters trying to call off Mother Waters. Unfortunately, a little late, and, catching the paddle.
Only so much you can do in the moment, especially when that thing's coming at you with that type of pace.
Second serve. One, two, two.
Just catching the top of the paddle, floating long.
Yes, ma'am. Two, two, two.
Kovalova and Smith have the most titles together this year, but right behind them is Lee and Annalie Waters.
Yeah, if they manage to win this one, they will tie it at 4 apiece.
So definitely a lot at stake, but you can feel Kovalova and Smith have a sense of urgency, at least early in this match.
Kovalova, beautiful cross-court rolling dink. They know how much Annalie Waters is going to be looking to do some damage in the middle, covering that potential attack. And that does open up the wing for the potential rolling dink, as we saw there from Kovalova.
Side out.
As that volley floats long from Annalie.
2-2-1.
That is an uncharacteristic overhead error. She's generally so solid.
This is her third final of the day. First two went 5 games.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what age you are. Fatigue will affect everybody.
So Kovalova and Smith extending that lead. Kovalova serving.
4-2-1. Second serve.
Nice job of neutralizing that initial drive.
Yeah, they're certainly trying to target Kovalova in the transition areas. So when both Smith and Kovalova are back, it looks like they're really going after Kovalova. And she has made a couple of errors in this game.
Side out.
And nice work from Lee Waters to get to the outside of Callie Smith.
2-4-1. Point.
It's a good point there, and you can see that just trying to find whatever energy is necessary. We've seen it throughout the day in pretty much every match. Oh, that's going to drop in, or was it? Looked like Annalie may have called it out, and I think that's an immediate challenge.
Yeah, I think it's a worthy challenge as well from this angle. Appeared to drop on or around the line at least, so we will see shortly.
Throw it down, and oh, that looks good.
Yeah, for my money, that looks clean. Although, given that you know, it's not like a tennis ball, it doesn't compress, so they will have to look a little bit about, you know, where the equator is on that ball, and whether or not they're going to deem it out. So, happy to not be a referee in this situation.
100%. Obviously, this is an important call, and every call in a championship match is going to be important, but with the score where it would be, should it be out, tied at 4, versus Kovalova and Smith keeping the slight advantage midway through. And the initial call was out. It sounds like we could be getting a confirm on that call, and it is going to be out. Interesting. Again, it was very close. But Waters and Waters feel confident.
It's a good chance just to thank the referees for this match. The lead ref is Mr. Don Stanley. Second in command, Mr. Michael Kunkis, sorry, my apologies. Tracking ref, Maddie Torren. And the video replay is Mr. Chip Morgan. He's going to be responsible for this one. Very close, but it appears they are confirming the out call.
Also acts as a timeout, and should it be officially confirmed, it would be a timeout loss for Kovalova and Smith. And if you could read the lips from Annalie Waters, she just said that the call was out.
All right, folks, let's hear it. Give us a drum roll real quick. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Good drum roll from the crowd.
After video review, the ball is confirmed out. Team of Kovalova and Smith is charged one timeout. They have one timeout remaining. We are serving at 4-4-1.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Video time.
All right, they are trying to get themselves energized.
Time in, 4-4-1.
And energized they are. That is exactly the type of response that Team Waters was looking for out of that timeout.
Second serve.
Just dragging that backhand wide.
Five, 4-2. Side out.
Couple of errors, uncharacteristic errors for both Lee and Annalie Waters in this match so far.
4-5-1.
Yeah, we've come to expect near perfection from them each and every time they're on the court. Very tough to deliver.
Second serve.
This particular matchup does bring a lot of emotion to the table as well.
4-5-2.
I'm not overstating it when I say there's not much love lost between this particular matchup.
Oh, the net, a perfect aid, and Smith nearly got there with a quick reaction, but the serve goes back to the Waters.
5-4-1. Second serve.
Kovalova finding the middle and a tough backhand for Anna Lee to be able to dig out of trouble.
5-4-2. Side out.
A little bit of a lull in the action here.
4-5-1.
Neither team gaining any control. See if Kovalova and Smith can do what they did in the first game, go on a deep run.
And a short angle two-hander. And we always talk about how down the middle solves the riddle. Well,
4-5-2.
that may have been the case once upon a time, but in this day and age, so many players utilizing the full width of the court.
Point.
That's unfortunate from Lee Waters. Not quite in position to be able to get up and over that ball.
Point.
So a couple points in a row gets Kovalova and Smith back in the lead.
6-5-2.
A two-game advantage would be massive, given the history between these two duos. And that one's going to land as well.
Timeout receiving team, 7-5-2.
Yeah, certainly a good timeout from Waters, trying to halt the momentum of Kovalova and Smith.
Lee and Annalee will see if they can get the serve back in their favor after this timeout, but some good work here by Callie Smith coming forward.
Yeah, they have taken on board the best the Waters have got time and time again. And they've been able to isolate a lot of Lee Waters. Annalee not able to do quite as much as she wants.
Take a look at the PPA women's doubles rankings. Kovalova sits atop with a pretty good lead over her partner, Callie Smith. And the Waters, as you'd expect, with the same totals. Jessie Irvin, who we saw yesterday, along with Lindsay Newman, fall to Kovalova and Smith in a tightly contested match. That one
was great.
Was amazing. An amazing match between those two, and eventually it was the top-seeded duo advancing to this final. But this is a top 5 with some outstanding talents, and that was the reintroduction of Lindsay Newman after some time away. And how about just staying ready during a timeout?
I mean, as they say, you never have to get ready if you're always ready.
Yeah, I like it. And I would assume Callie Smith also likes it, as she will serve this one up at 7-5-2.
And a beautiful overhead from Lee Waters. She has, for me, the best technique on the overhead smash in the women's game.
Yeah, it really sets it up.
Oh, it's beautiful. And finds a full loop, drops that paddle well back.
So Kovalova and Smith have put themselves in prime position here. But we know what kind of runs that the Waters have been on before and what they can do when they find that energy. Kovalova, right place, right time, and bang with a forehand.
Yeah, so often this particular matchup is marked by real ebbs and flows. One team feeling like they're not quite in it, all of a sudden turning it on, finding some particular magic. It's typically on the back of a lot of third shot drives and poaching.
7-5-2.
Great play. That's the kind of chemistry you expect from a mother-daughter duo, knowing exactly when to get involved, come across, and put the ball away.
So an opportunity missed for Kovalova and Smith. Now an opportunity acquired for Lee and Annalee. And that one called a let.
Yeah, the PPA Tour lets play it again.
Tough decision. An interesting one because that's a little bit of a no man's land type of play. And Annalee went low for it. Probably could have let it go for Lee to take full advantage. Sensational defense, but eventually the clock strikes midnight.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why this particular matchup has proven so popular and why they so often meet each other in the final. If there's any team that can keep their offensive patience and power against a defensive masterclass like the Waters tend to bring, it's Kovalova and Smith. They've just got that much power and reach.
And now 3 points away from a commanding lead.
Point. Come out receiving team, 9-5.
Yeah, that's a very risky play there from Lee Waters. It's a sign of the kind of pressure both her and Annalee are feeling.
So the final timeout taken by Team Waters here in the second game, with Kovalova and Smith putting themselves just 2 points away from a 2-game advantage in this women's doubles final. Some of it has been impressive play from the top seed, Kovalova and Smith, but some of it has been some uncharacteristic errors from Team Waters as well.
Yeah, for sure. Right now, they're struggling to find a way to get more balls on the forehand or backhand side of Annalie Waters. And I think it's going to have to be some conscious efforts on serves to get it into tough locations, perhaps go after a little bit more so that the return of serve can't quite get into the preferred locations.
One final match to go here at the 2022 Select Medical Orange County Cup. It's the men's singles gold medal match. Tyson McGuffin, J.W. Johnson already with a title today, winning mixed doubles alongside Annalie Waters. Johnson will look to win his second of this tournament. And McGuffin, who was hoping to make it towards the doubles side, hoping to play for a triple crown at one point, will at least go for that singles title as the top seed without Ben Johns here in Orange County.
He's certainly got a good chance.
Second serve.
Nice work, and that's the kind of chances that Annalie's going to have to take. There's a point where you may indeed have to kind of take matters into your own hands, and it may not be a high percentage ball, but if you're left with nothing but low percentage, you might as well take it.
That's good as well. That fist remains high, and it's a game point for Kovalova and Smith.
I mean, I kind of like it when she maintains the stare, just keeps looking him down.
10-5-2. Side out.
Big point there from Lee Waters.
All right, so we have a chance to start closing this gap.
Second serve. 5-10-2. Point.
Good serve from Annalie.
Six, 10-2. Point.
There's that backhand. It just can be so lethal when she makes good contact like that.
Well, she's setting things up very well with this high quality serve, getting a lot more opportunities to drive.
Wow, just the ability to get the paddle on it was impressive.
Yeah.
But Kovalova and Smith with another opportunity to wrap up game number 2. Smith gets it done again, and it's 2 games for Kovalova and Smith.
I mean, that was epic work in defense here to deal with some of these, reset the ball well, get it low, and suddenly quickly turn defense into offense, flicking a single-handed backhand attack into Lee Waters.
The top seed looking every bit the part, 1 game away from a title here on TC. We have reached winning time in this women's doubles final at the Select Medical Orange County Cup. Glad you're with us as Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith look to put the finishing touches. Noah Eagle and Morgan Evans here to take you through all the action.
Some good-looking cross-court backhand slice dinks there from Smith. Get them on the board early. Good communication.
Really nice overheads too.
Yeah. Found some great angles. Finally, a big one through the middle.
Umbrellas flying left and right, and yet it's 3-0.
Yeah, a little bit of breeze, certainly.
3-0-2.
Lee Waters receives the serve from Lucy Kovalova. And a good call by Kovalova. That does go wide. 4-0 start.
Yeah, they are on fire. And I think if we see another point here, it'll be a quick timeout.
Instead, Annalie Waters lets out exactly what she needed.
0-4-1. Second serve.
It's been the problem really for the match for Team Waters, just a lack of consistency that we normally see from them.
0-4-2.
Normally they'll string together several points of just elite play. And we've seen the flashes, we've seen what we're expecting. It just hasn't been consistent, and that has Smith and Kovalova finding every inch of the court.
4-0-1. Second serve.
Yeah, it's a tricky attack position, even for Callie Smith. The amount of strength she's got in that single-handed backhand, often able to pull it off. A little bit back behind the kitchen there, though.
What a setup. Annalie Waters draws in Kovalova and puts it away.
0-4-1. Point. One, 4-1. Second serve.
Great return, pushing Lee Waters well back.
1-4-2. Point.
So right now, the Waters are just looking for any little sign they can find to help get them some energy, get a little bit of extra confidence on their side of the court and steal that confidence away from Kovalova and Smith, who right now are certainly flying with it.
Side out.
It was a good-looking poach, no doubt about it.
4-2-1. Second serve.
Good sustained defense, but Lee Waters eventually puts it away. Another one of those patented overheads.
4-2-2.
Fantastic angle and speed.
And a great look with this camera angle of the Waters now attacking towards the kitchen line.
2-4-1. Point.
Okay, well, she hasn't had too much success in that, but certainly got the better of it there. So hopefully for Mama Waters, it'll be something that can start the magic. Unfortunately, that third shot dropped high enough for Callie Smith to be able to play a fantastic single-handed backhand.
Side out.
Young Annalie doing a little too much on that one.
4-3-1.
This is the type of fight that the Waters certainly have wanted after falling behind pretty big to start this third game. Good job these last few points of battling back a little bit.
4-3-2. 3-4-1.
Nice put away volley. Certainly high enough for Kovalova.
3-4-2.
Great point construction. Really spreading Kovalova and Smith nice and wide before the middle opened up.
Oh!
And there was a call of long. Referee seems to confirm that.
Annalie really believed that one was dropping in, and we'll see it here.
Ooh, did look pretty close. They may indeed challenge.
Yeah, the initial look did lead me to believe it was long. I don't know about you.
Yeah, that last angle was tough to see.
Second serve.
We hear from the truck that it was appearing to be long.
4-4-2.
So after the roaring start to this third game, Kovalova and Smith have settled down a little bit. See if they can find that same energy. That'll help get them back on the board.
Five, 4-2. Side out.
Well, Kovalova, she has had some a few errors creeping in on the backhand side. That one up at the kitchen line, often just in the tricky transition area. So we'll see if they continue to try to target her on some of their attacks. Seems to be the case.
Five, 5-1.
Nice work, Annalie. Mixing it up with her two-handed backhand attacks, often looking for the middle. That one going for the body and then the middle. It's a great change-up, a veteran move from the young phenom.
Another point, so Team Waters now just 4 points away from claiming their first game of this match, and it leads to a Kovalova-Smith timeout. After taking a 4-0 lead, 7 of the last 8 points have gone to Lee and Annalie Waters. Can they finish it off and keep the match alive? We'll find out. Lee and Annalie Waters have been mainstays on the PPA Tour ever since they got started with the game. But how did they get started? Let's hear from Annalie herself.
I live in Florida, and Hurricane Irma came to Florida, and we evacuated to Pennsylvania where my grandparents lived. And he played pickleball at the time, so he introduced us to it. And at first we really didn't want to play, but then we finally were like, okay, we'll go play. And we did, and literally I loved it from the second I started playing. And I was 10, and at the time I was being able to play with my mom and my granddad on the same court, playing the same sport. So it was just really cool from the start.
Truly a family affair for the Waters family and for so many others in the sport.
Second serve.
Just unable to get over the top of it.
7-5-2.
You can see how much it means to Kovalova. That gets them the ball back.
Getting it done out of the timeout, too. And Smith now to serve, 5-7-1. Another huge opportunity ahead. Wow.
Oh, the angles that these ladies are using on the court. Incredible stuff.
5-7-2.
Nothing you can do about that. It was perfectly placed. Right down the middle, finds the open spot, and the ball goes right back to Team Waters.
Yeah, Kovalova thinking there may be a chance of an outside dink. And young Annalie gets them with the divorce ball. No one quite sure who gets it.
8-5-1.
And the Waters have certainly raised their level in this third game, now 3 points away from getting themselves a little bit closer and keeping themselves alive.
Annalie trying to go behind Callie Smith. My apologies once again.
Another one.
Another one through the middle. Both Kovalova and Smith undecided on who's going to take it.
Yes, ma'am.
And clashing paddle certainly is a better problem to have than, you know, eye strain watching the ball go past, and then neck strain from watching your partner not get the ball. Lee Waters.
That can be distracting. Replay.
We'll replay the point. There was a ball that flew towards the crowd. Got in the line of vision of Annalie Waters.
That's coming from the warm-up court. Tyson McGuffin and Kyle McKenzie.
Just like that, blink of an eye, here comes Team Waters.
Yeah, the landscape of this match is turned on a dime.
Big point.
Five, 10-1.
It falls in. A stupendous point and a little extra coming from Callie Smith.
Yeah, the point of the match so far. Got themselves out of defense, quickly up into great position and left a ball they thought was going to be out. And, really put a stamp on that. Come on. Certainly we're going to see a timeout there. They usually don't let more than 2 points slide before they try to halt the momentum. And a timeout is a great way to do that. So we'll see shortly what kind of tactics they're going to employ to see if they can't stop this resurgence from Kovalova and Smith.
You wonder how much of this becomes a mental game as well as we hear more and more of these come-ons from either side. We do have one more singles final to get to after this. Tyson McGuffin, the top seed here without Ben Johns at the tournament, taking on the 20-year-old J.W. Johnson, already with a title on the day in mixed doubles alongside Annalie Waters. But that mental aspect of this, as you come down the stretch in this third game, and potentially if this does continue into a fourth or a fifth, we've heard both Lee and Annalie Waters very vocal, especially Annalie. That's really how she pumps herself up. You wonder if Kovalova and Smith starting to get into doing the same, and we've seen Kovalova raising that fist very high. That's a little bit of another play into the mind of the 15-year-old and her mother on the other side of the court.
Yeah, in this particular sport especially, you know, they say if you're not playing mind games, you're only playing half the game.
There you go.
You are so close to your opponents, you can really lock eyes with them, and that says a lot. That is a big point. The net got a little involved, but well-deserved regardless.
8-10-1.
Still on a first server, so they have a good chance.
Incredible work.
In the end, it was another fantastic single-handed flick attack from Callie Smith, catching Annalie Waters by surprise, and then a nutmeg with an overhead.
9-10-1.
Everything's starting to bounce the way of the top seed.
Lady Luck playing a huge role, and they will use their final timeout to once again try and halt this juggernaut of momentum, Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith.
Not sure we could have asked for much more in terms of what we've gotten already today, not just in this match, but the first four combined. You've got to win by 2, remember, now tied at 10-all in this third, and if Kovalova and Smith can keep it rolling, still on a first serve.
Yes.
They have a chance to wrap it up in 3.
From 5-10 down, they've done a heck of a job coming back to 10-10.
Here at the Select Medical Orange County Cup, this paradise of a facility at Lifetime Rancho San Clemente. And the PPA doing a fantastic job of setting this up. How about the couch? Looks like a good couch. It's a sectional. That's elite. With the stands behind. And fans have been treated to exceptional play. So the Waters without timeouts remaining. 2 points would win it for Kovalova and Smith. 2 points would extend it for Waters and Waters. This is the stuff you dream of.
That is indeed out. So, incredible comeback.
11-10-1.
Can they finish it off? Still on the first server. 2 serves to get 1 point.
Second serve.
This is where we'll see nerves on both sides. They are this close to the finish line.
Another chapter of this incredible rivalry renewed and in the books. 7 straight points from Kovalova and Smith, and they finish it in 3 for the title in Orange County.
What a fight back. I mean, you can't picture it any better. In such a tournament, in this setting, to pull that off, you can see how much it means to them. The Waters, still champions in everyone's book. Incredible players. Unfortunately, the gold medal run for Annalie Waters today, the chances of that done for women's doubles.
Take another look at how it officially ended. Smith gets to that one. And another one, and then that one from Lee Waters into the net. An embrace from these two who have won their 5th title of the year together. We'll hear from them and a whole lot more. Kovalova and Smith, victors once again. What a match from Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith. They are the top 2 ranked doubles female players in the world. They get the job done in 3 games, and they are with Hannah Johns as the victors in Orange County.
Welcome back to Championship Court. Ladies, Lucy Kovalova, Callie Smith, you came to battle, and battle you did here today on this court. How did you come away and dominate in 3?
Oh, we came out wanting to win, and we played to win, and I think that showed in our game today. It's really, obviously, Waters are a wonderful team. I mean, how fun is it for a mom and daughter to play together and kill it out here? So I think they deserve a round of applause for playing. They're wonderful players. And it was just fun battle all around. Every point's a battle. So we just came out knowing that and fought hard and came out the victors today. So I have a wonderful partner, and I think we owe it to all of you wonderful fans here in San Clemente. So awesome and welcoming and just the best cheers. So just love being here, and thanks for being here. And for all the supporters out here, my sponsors, Onyx, Optivita Health, and Spry, you guys are awesome, and my amazing partner who crushed it today. So just let's go, Lucy!
Well, in general, Lucy, we see a mix-up of sort of personalities on court. One more offensive, one more defensive, but you're both equally so powerful, so offensive. How do you manage that balance?
I think it's 50-50. We both want to win, and we are both really competitive. So let's say one misses the shot, the other one, like Callie, lifts me up, and let's say she misses, like I'm there to lift her up. So we are never like negative on the court, because just whatever happened last point, we can't really change that. So we have to focus always on the next point, and fight, and that's what we did.
Well, ladies, this tournament marks the start of our off season. We've got a little break coming up. Any plans for that?
Oh, absolutely. Rest and recover and train harder afterwards. My family's actually going to Florida, so for a fun weekend on the beach, and I'm really excited, looking forward to that.
Yeah. All right, Lucy, any plans?
I'm hoping to go to Slovakia. I haven't seen my family for over 3 years, so it's been a while. So I'm really looking forward to see them, see all my family. So I'm hoping to spend some quality time there, and then I will be ready for the second part of the season.
All right, strong words. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you for your time.
All right, Hannah, fantastic stuff. We do have one final score to settle. One more fish to fry. Tyson McGuffin, the top seed in the men's singles draw, taking on the mixed doubles champion already from this morning, J.W. Johnson. We have another champion, Kovalova and Smith, for the 5th time this year. Get the job done on the West Coast.